Hey everyone, pretty short video tonight. Oh, it's pretty loud. Okay, so I'm running a couple things. I found on my 2.0 version of my IntelliVision not so good. Luckily, I test and then I test and I test some more. Believe it or not, my day job is I'm a test engineer. So I found a few of the off directions, not what the response I like, nowhere near as nice as the 1.0. So now I have to go back through and rip apart some controllers and make them back into 1.0s, which is no big deal. But I mean, in case you're wondering, I've been a little delayed because I've been trying to do two things. One, trying to come up with a little better version. I should know better. Just stick with what works. So don't worry if you got the 1.0 version, because everything coming out after this is also the 1.0 version. I was also trying to come up with a better... Where is it? Because currently I use these nice little screw terminals here. And it's trying to come up with a better way to come up with like a circuit board that does it instead. It's like, for now, it's like I'm just going to give up, use the I know works as well. So the next, I think I got 5 or 6 more controllers in queue for the IntelliVision right now. And they're just going to be what I've had. So they're all going to be 1.0s, which is fine because I have plenty of parts for it. I'm always trying to make things better, different. Oh well. So as you can hear in the background, that noise is this. That's my bench top. Oh, look, you can see back in the corner one of the. When I got my IntelliVision 2, I had one working controller and one not so much back there. But yeah, this is my benchtop CNC I use. I have a ton of 5200 orders, and they're coming in. I got 2 new orders in the last day, and then I have a couple people want to pick up in person. So yeah, 5200 business is still cranking, man. It's crazy. The high pitch whine you hear is the I'm just disassembling something here. The high pitch whine you hear is the chip extractor, and then it's basically a high speed vacuum cleaner, and then the grindy noises is the actual CNC, the end mill. In case anyone ever wants to cut through approximately 3.5mm thick ABS plastic, use a 2-fluted 1/4 millimeter ball end. What do I use? Titanium nitride? The blue one. There's a gold one and a blue one. Don't use gold. Gold just gums up real fast. The blue, on the other hand, really... I'm just taking some hot glue off here. The blue, on the other hand, I can get a lot of cuts out of it before I have to change end mills. So, yeah, the little tiny little... It's got a little 1/4 millimeter ball end, and it has a nice, very little taper to it. So right now, the CNC is cutting a 5200 overlay, and I've got 6 more of those to cut. I got a couple dual sticks, so the 5200 is cranking. It's crazy. Oh yeah, and then on Monday, this past Monday, I'll put a link down in the description. I had a nice, oh man, close to an hour interview with Casey at IntelliVision Gamer. That was cool. I've never done a collaboration with someone else on YouTube, so that was fun. And yeah, so I'm trying to I have to hunker down here a little bit and just get stuff made. Should just leave things be. Leave it with stuff that works. Is what I have to do to all of the little all the micro switches, I actually have to cut them down, and then I profile them over on my, you can see the kind of edge there. I have just a little tiny, the cutest little belt sander on my bench. It's a cute little thing, but it's great for, it's nice because I have, of course, it's a really fine grit belt sander, and then I have a buffing wheel on there too, so if I need to buff out the edges a little bit, I just throw a little rouge, red rouge, which is our corundum, and you can buff it out just to get a nice, really smooth edge, so when the actuator rolls over, the joystick actuator rolls over, it doesn't catch or grind at all. So, also, in my basement I have my 3D printer, and I bought a spool of clear PLA Plus, which I use for all my stuff. I like Plus because it flows better and it's much stronger. So I'm making a clear version of the guts here, so you could, hopefully it's clear enough you could see it on video, and it'd be kind of neat to show off how it all works without having just black plastic. Hopefully the strength is really good. Didn't cost that much. It's like, you know, it'd be kind of neat to have a clear. Yeah, this stuff is not wanting to come off. Okay. This, oh my goodness, this black hot glue is like insanely strong. Let's see if I can get it off. Oh, also, man, because my workbench is a total mess right now, I bought a rolling pegboard, so I'm going to be able to put all my bins with all the parts on there to get all this crap off. Over here, you can't see it, there's just a bunch of junk on my table I use for trying to work, and I'm going to get that all cleared off, so you should see a new thing in the background tomorrow. Yeah, thanks to everyone that are continuing to order. I can actually afford to upgrade some equipment, make my life easier so I can get stuff out the door faster, which I'm sure everyone will appreciate. I can't even find my pliers right now. There they are. So yeah, this is the purest one. I was testing it out, and I was like, oh, son of a bee, really? And it just is not to my liking. So, heck with it. I just went back to the original, and have to put the original decks on this one, the original restrictor plate on this one, which I've still plenty of parts. It's just it's like, all right, it works. Leave it, Dave. But I've been trying to really emphasize, like, the problem is perfection is the enemy of done. And it's, you know what, sometimes, like, you know what, it just has to be pretty darn good. There's nothing's perfect. Alright, so this gets this deck off. Wow, you do not want to come off, do you? That hot glue is fighting me here. There we go. That is off. Let's see. Yeah, so it turns out the square restrictor plate ends up, it takes too long for it to get off of direction 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 going into 5, it comes off too late, which is a problem I had like way back when I was first developing this. And it's like, oh, heck with it. I'll just stick with what works, move on, and it should be fine. Though I did make a tiny improvement to this plate here. Instead of square, it's whatever 16 direction shape is called. I don't even know what a 16 direction shape is called. But I put some nice fillets on there. No, chamfers. Chamfers or fillets? The round one, chamfer, I guess, on there to get a little bit better feel as you go through the 16 directions. So yeah, technically from now on, I guess everything will be version 1.1, because it's a very minor change from the original. So yeah, I tried. It's like, oh, really? It was so close. But live and learn. At least I didn't send out any suspect controllers, so that's good. Yeah. My brain is tired. We went to the zoo today and everything. And we're still painting kitchen cabinets. We're on the last bank of cabinets. Thank goodness. Because this is just... If you've never painted your own kitchen cabinets, the only reason we're doing it is because what they charge to paint your cabinets is, particularly our size kitchen, is insane. Like, I think like the cheapest quote was like $7,000. It's like, oh, I can't. I just can't spend that much money on paint. So I'm just cleaning up right now. Alright, because I'm looking for a Phillips screwdriver. So yeah, it's interesting what happens. So the good news is I found it, and now I realize just build what works, so nothing gets delayed here. So I want to get this purist done, and I've got a regular old left-handed stick to build up to. So I'm just going to use everything that works, not reinvent the wheel or the restrictor plate in this case. I just wanted to open this up so I can reuse the micro switches inside. They didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, with this restrictor plate, it just stays too long when it traverses from here to here. I mean, I'm sure I can trim it and play with it some more. Like, I got something that works, so I'm just gonna heck with it. I'm just gonna use what works, and then be done with it. So yeah, it's very exciting. What you gotta do is use this mighty pair of crescents here with a little double action there to get you a little more force to it. So get in there, and I wrecked multiple less durable diagonal cutters before I bought these beasts. I mean, I'm used to paying like $1 or $2 for a diagonal cutter. I think this was like 20 or something like that. But it goes through steel like butter. It's great. And it goes through printed circuit boards too. It just slices right through it. And if I need like trim down the PCB, it's like nothing to it. Because it leaves just a little bit of a burr on the edge. That's when I take it over to the itty bitty bench grinder. So once I'm done with these two IntelliVisions, you can see I'm cutting away on the 5200 controllers. So I might do a video or two on that one, but we'll see. Let's see. You need to be ground. You need to be ground. You were ground already. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I got myself a new chair finally. It has wheels. Yay! Now I have wheels I can roll around. So yeah, now that puts a nice little rounded edge on it. Breaks the edge, so when the actuator comes, well, when you go this way, it doesn't matter. When you come back this way, you want to ride over that edge cleanly. And that's this part right here is what rides on it. Alright. Now I need parts. There's your... There's still one left on there. That's right. This is your upper deck. This is trash. That's the original hexagonal one there. Hold on just a second. One measurement here. No, they're all the same. It's nice having wheels. So yeah, this is the upper deck of it, as I call it. And of course, this is all printed in my 3D printer. Generation switch. So you can see how short those actuators are now. So when these get mated up together, you get halfway decent alignment. Pause the video because I see something going on out there. I'll be right back. Of course, I jinxed myself. That's extolling the virtues of a two-fluted 0.25mm ball-ended end mill cutting through ABS, and this is what happens when they get too old. What happens is they gum up, and this happens. Now, luckily, it doesn't happen too often. It's probably because I was talking about it. This one might be savable as a rework one. I don't sell those very often, but yeah. Oh well. I'll probably keep this for myself because I only have my original controller, my prototype from like almost over a year and a half ago. So I might keep this for myself for just building up the controller to have. Happens. There goes 15 bucks. Oh well. I got to swap out that bit in a minute. Start cutting some more. But yeah, I'll pay more attention when we finish putting this back together again, and then I can get this out the door. Luckily, I keep a fair amount of replacement bits on there, end mill bits on there, so I can actually keep on CNCing. They don't last forever, and this ABS is pretty harsh on the the tools, more than I expected. So, I mean, luckily they're not crazy expensive, but they're expensive enough. I mean, it all adds up. So, it's like one of those indirect costs of building these things. Oh well, live and learn. Next time I'm not going to do a CNC live on the video. It's too annoying. Ugh. Okay, and then finally I need one more screw. I'm definitely cleaning my workbench tomorrow, because with those new racks, the new rack, I'm just going to go through and organize everything. One side would be 5200 parts, the other side would be IntelliVision parts. So depending on what I'm working on, I can just spin it around and grab what I need. There's some crossover between them. Mostly the only crossover between the two systems is just the connectors for the push buttons and the keypad. I use the same keypad for the 5200 for the overlay compatible. So, but not like, I mean, it's not like a crazy amount of crossover between the two of them. So I can keep the parts pretty separate without worrying about getting stuff mixed up. But that will be next video. So there's a new deck built up, and that just snaps down onto Mr. Joystick here. Carefully. There we go. Alright, so let's put back together again. I'm going to hit a little hot glue to hold everything together, make sure nothing comes apart. And get this one wired up. In the meantime, I got to walk over there and swap out a bit and build some more. Everyone, thank you for watching, and have a great night.